Space Marine 2 is special. If you've played Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, that statement isn't going to be a surprise to you, but I want to get into why I think this game is in fact special, and stands out from a lot of other games that have released in the last decade or so. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 released on September 9th, 2024. Yes, 2024. But to me it feels like a game that released back in the Xbox 360 era, almost 2 decades ago. Hi millennial gamers, feel old yet? Space Marine 2 would fit right in with the classic legendary games like Halo 3, Halo Reach, Gears of War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops, or Left 4 Dead 2. Games like these are some of the greatest games ever made and contributed to many gamers like myself's core gaming memories. Now, I'm not saying that Space Marine 2 is as good as those games. I don't want to anger any of my fellow boomer gamers out there.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
But what I am saying is that this game has a similar feel to it, a vibe, if you will.
The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
A similar vibe that makes me want to pick it up over and over again. It may not have a lot of content as of the making of this video, but the content that is there has such a refined quality to it, such replayability, that you almost wouldn't notice the small amount of content that it does have. Except you do notice, because you want more to experience in this world where it's just a bunch of dude bros doing dude bro stuff in space. You want more. I want it now. Seriously, Saber Interactive, you gave me a great thing. You got me really hooked, and now I need more of it, and I need it now. I need it right now.
Now, I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Well, I don't think you and I will be doing anything any kind of way.
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
This game really does take me back to a time when I had less cares in the world, and I was super excited to hop on some Gears of War with my friends. We'd spend hours on end playing the campaigns on the hardest difficulty, trying to get achievements, or pummeling some noobs on multiplayer. Sorry if you were one of those noobs, I'm sure you grew up and became a well-rounded individual. Back in the day, it felt like games had a lot more love and attention poured into them during development. There were no cluttered menus trying to shove new microtransactions down your throat, no battle passes every few months, and most games were not just hollow shells of a product delivered to you for the sole purpose of extracting the max amount of capital from their victims, I mean their customers. You could actually get lost in a world just by playing a video game. Sure, the campaign in Space Marine 2 is short, but it gives me the same sense of wonder. I want to grind it out on the highest difficulty and find all the secrets I can. Multiplayer literally has like 3 maps, and I just want to play all of them on repeat over and over again. Now, PvP in Space Marine 2 is class-based multiplayer, but it is not overly complex. And even though I think it doesn't have a lot of complexity, that does not mean it is lacking in depth. Now, PvP multiplayer in Space Marine 2 is one of the main reasons that I am comparing this game to amazing titles from our past. Like I said, it's not overly complicated like a game like Overwatch, and it's not super sweaty like a game like Apex. Yeah, you can get really competitive in it, but there's a feeling of it's just for fun. And imagine that, just playing a game just for fun. Not to get sweaty, not to be overly complicated with stupid metas, just to have fun. And contrary to some skillless individuals in my comment section, most of the classes are pretty well balanced and they have a foil for every single class. Along with the multiplayer, you have a customization element to Space Marine 2, where you can customize your individual classes and make them look kinda snazzy. The amount of customization isn't a lot or even that great. In fact, I'd say it's Space Marine 2's weakest aspect, but I still find myself wanting to unlock all the components of it, just like I was trying to unlock all the achievements of Gears of War or Halo 3 back in the day. I think at this point it's safe to say that I'm fucking hooked. Speaking of, you know what else I'm kinda hooked on now? The Warhammer 40k series and universe as a whole. That's right, I've gotten in so deep where I'm watching so many lore videos on Warhammer 40k, I'm learning about so many different things in this universe that I have a fear that I will never speak to a woman again. Jokes aside, I'm super excited to be delving more into this expansive universe. So much lore to learn, so many tales to hear, so many factions to understand, and if you see anyone remotely gatekeeping, point them out and call them turbo nerds. This game is a perfect entry point for people trying to get into the 40k series. I'm actually already so invested into the Warhammer 40k series that I already purchased a 7-inch Space Marine figure that I'm going to be painting. So if you want to watch that, I'll be live streaming that sometime this weekend. So if you see me live, come stop on by and watch me be an absolute Chad while I paint this super freaking awesome figure from this super awesome franchise. Links for that and everything else are, as always, in the description. Such a well-crafted experience like Space Marine 2 can turn something as simple as a video game into a genuinely enjoyable hobby. And I'm all here for that. New enthusiasm for 40K should be met with praise, and I personally want all the people that have a genuine newfound excitement and curiosity about the franchise to be welcomed into the community. So please, don't be a turbo nerd and act snarky when you're sharing lore, and definitely don't gatekeep. And if you see people gatekeeping in forums or comment sections or anything like that, call them out. Rub their nose in it. Tell them bad. No, stop. Be welcoming and try to help out new initiates. I'm a new initiate. Please be nice to me. I will cry. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, hopefully you liked this video. Show your support by hitting the like button and leaving a comment down below. It helps this video reach more people who might enjoy it. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I make videos once a week, every week, and I make lots of other content in between. I want to give a big shout out to my members who help keep this channel going. Major, Meow, and Razma Chris. If you would like to support this channel even further and become a member as well, you can find a link for that in the description below. If you want to see more of my content on other platforms, there is a link for that in the description as well. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you next video.